And the countdown is on. Hurricane Dorian churning its way towards Florida. If it strengthens into a Category 4 storm, it'll be the strongest hurricane to hit Florida's eastern coast in nearly 30 years, a potentially catastrophic event. RT correspondent John Huddy is live in Miami, where the storm preparations are underway. John, what is the latest?
Well, Manila, this is going to be a major storm, and it certainly could rival some of the biggest, baddest, most destructive storms to hit Florida, and that includes Hurricane Andrew back in 1992. Before I get to that comparison, though, we are in downtown Brickell, here just south of downtown Miami, across the water from Brickell Key, and this is all part of what would be a mandatory evacuation zone in the event of a Category 3 or Category 4 or higher hurricane, which this is expected to be. Now, as far as the comparison with Hurricane Andrew, you may recall, made landfall back the early morning, August 24th, 1992, as a Category 5, the highest hurricane, strongest hurricane. The eye wall hitting Homestead, Florida, with 165 mile per hour sustained winds. 65 people were killed. There was more than $26 billion in damage. By today's terms, that would be about $50 billion worth of damage. Now, Dorian right now is a Category 2, but it is expected to strengthen into a Category 4 with maximum sustained winds anywhere from 130 miles per hour to 156 miles per hour. The question really is, where is it going to hit? It's expected to make landfall Sunday into Monday, but there's been talk, there's been a lot of uncertainty as far as the track, whether it's going to hit South Florida directly, whether it's going to hit central or the northern part of the state. So there's a lot of question about that. We're also watching to see if it continues to strengthen. Again, as I said, it's expected to be a Cat 4, but there's talk that this could grow into a Category 5 as well. It's not unreasonable to think that could happen at this point. There's also concerns about the storm surge and subsequent flooding. Right now is what's called a king tide going into the Labor Day weekend. It's an unusually high tide, so you couple that with a storm surge expected to be 10 feet or higher, and also heavy rain, possibly as much as 1 to 2 feet of rain, and that could be absolutely devastating. Also, I should mention the possibility that this storm could linger. It may not just blow through in a couple hours, but it could last for, once it makes landfall, as long as 24 hours before moving possibly up the entire state of Florida. So just imagine that, these really intense winds with the storm surge, with the flooding, with the rain for more than 24 hours, possibly even several days. That could be catastrophic. Residents, the good news is people are taking this seriously. They are stocking up on supplies. I was at a Publix supermarket, one of the big chains here in Florida, about 30 minutes ago, and here's the bad thing. No water. The store shelves are out. It's unclear if they're going to get more water tonight or for tomorrow going into the weekend. But that could be a concern. If this lasts for several days, if people get trapped and they run out of water, that could be a major issue as well. Also, the lines at the gas stations are packed, people fueling up their vehicles, people getting gasoline for generators. And this as we wait to see exactly how the storm tracks, and also if there will be mandatory evacuation orders. There have not been any at this point, but Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a statewide state of emergency for all of Florida's counties. He's activated more than 2,500 National Guard troops, and FEMA is getting ready for what is expected to be an unprecedented hurricane to hit Florida. Manila, back to you.
John Huddy, stay safe for us.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.